Hello there, awesome coders. Welcome to 440 Dev Hub, where we turn ideas into reality, one line of code at a time. Today I'm going to show you how to create this CRUD application using PHP and MySQL. So here you learn how to create, read, update, and delete any web application. So I'll start by showing you how is creating a user. So we can just use anything and then we can add a user. So now we can also edit this user and then we can say dev hub and then we can give the email and say dev. Let's leave the email and then we updated successfully. So if we can come here, refresh, you'll see that everything is updated, and then we are also able to delete the user. So before we start coding, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video, guys. What are we waiting for now? Let's get started. So if you haven't installed XAMPP yet, you can just go to your browser and then search for XAMPP. Also, you can just click the link that I will share on the description below, and then so that link, it will take you here. I'll just share this link here, right here. So as you can see that you have Windows version, Linux version, and Apple version. So what you need to do is that you can just, I'll recommend you to download the latest version. As you can see that we have 3 versions here for Windows. So I'm using Windows. I'll just download it, but I already installed it on my PC. So it will take you to this this page here, and then all you need to do is to wait few seconds, and then if it doesn't download automatically, you can click here and then it will try downloading. Then you'll wait for it to download. So also with those that will be using Linux, they can also download. And then also for the Apple, the OS, so they can click here is their downloads. So we'll just wait for it. I'll just fast forward the video from here. Now that we have successfully downloaded our XAMPP, so what we need to do is that we can come to our folders, to our downloads. So I downloaded 2 by mistake, so you'll just find 1. So what you need to do is just to double click on it, and then you click yes. I'm not going to install it because I already have XAMPP downloaded. So also now what you need, it's a Visual Studio Code. So it's where you'll be coding. It's what I also prefer. So if you don't have it installed already, so what you can do is that you can just come to your browser, and then you can just cancel this maybe. Yeah, then you can just search Visual Studio Code, and then you click download, and then it will, here you choose which operating system you are using. You click here for Windows, you will click here for Linux, either one of it for Linux, and then for Mac users they'll click here. So because I'm on Windows, I'll just click download. Also I already have Visual Studio Code installed, so this is practically just showing you. So if maybe you can find difficulties, so you will also just wait for it to download, and then once it has downloaded, so you'll also do the same thing that you've done with the XAMPP. So you just double click this, so just that it hasn't done, it is not done yet downloading, that's why it's saying unconfirmed. So you'll just double click it, and then you follow the instruction alone on how to install Visual Studio Code. Now that we've installed our Visual Studio Code and XAMPP, what we need to do is then we just need to come here, and then you can just search for XAMPP. So we need to open this control panel. You can open it, and then you start Apache and you start MySQL. These are the ones that we are going to need. So also you can now come and click shell, and then it will open this for you. So once it has opened that for you, what you need to do, because now you can see that it's inside XAMPP, we need to navigate to the bin folder on XAMPP. So how we can get it is that we can just come to your C driver and then come to XAMPP and then look for this folder named MySQL, and then you'll find this bin. You right click, you select, right click, and then copy as path, and then go back here, and then you can do Control V, or you can just right click. It will do you, oh sorry, I forgot to direct CD, and then yes, and then you enter, and then now that you can see that now we are on our bin folder, what we need to do is that you're going to do a full stop backslash MySQL. Take note that this is case sensitive, guys, so make sure that you're typing it the way I am typing it, and then you're going to say root, and then you just click enter, and then it gave me an error, cannot open. So let me go see. So my SQL, there was a problem with my SQL, this blog port. Okay, I'll just go see what's that. I will try to run the command again. Okay, so now it's okay. There's no problem with my SQL anymore. So I don't think yours, it should give you this message on the first try. Welcome to MariaDB monitor commands. And then now that you are here, what you need to do is that you're gonna write create database. You're gonna create database, and then make sure that it's capital letters, and then let's just say CRUD underscore app, and then so this is our database name. It's our database name that we are creating. So we click enter, and then you can see here query okay, one row affected. That means we've successfully created our database. And then we can come also and say use. So what you need to do, you can just type CRUD underscore app, and then what you need to do is to copy your database name. So this is our database name, remember that. So we copy it the way it is, and then you just come and paste it. So because we've already typed it, so I'll just do enter, and then you can see that database changed, and then we are using this because you can see here MariaDB, we're using no database. Now we are using CRUD application. So now we need to create our table. So in order to create the table, we're going to do create table, and then what can we name our table? We'll just name it users. So we're creating a table for users, open brackets, can just do enter, can just click enter, and then our first column will be ID, and then capital letter int, which is integer, and then we'll just we need 11 characters. So this is, it's not like our ID is going to take 1 up until 11. That means it can take numbers up to that will be 11 digits long. So maybe it will take let's do this. So this is the maximum numbers that it can take. So this number is valid. So our IDs will end on 11. So this is the maximum number that our ID can take. So let me not dwell on that a lot. So we'll just do it to auto increment. So where I use case capital letters, use capital letters, and where I use small letters, use small letters, please. And then we'll just make it our primary key, the primary key, and then primary key, and then comma. Then you'll just do enter, and then we create our second column name. We'll name it name, and then variable character. So we'll just give it 50. Also same thing, so give it variable character not null. We'll use not null here, and then enter. We create another one called email, also variable character. We'll give it 50 characters. If you have a long email, I'm sorry, but you'll have to extend. So not null. So the best number, you can just use 255, because people have crazy emails outside there and names. So also you'll just do not null, and then we'll just add 4 phone numbers. I'll just give it phone, also variable character phone numbers. I'm in South Africa, guys, so I'll just use 15, because there are those people who uses spacing, and then there's those who use what is this country code, and then it just more than 10 numbers. So I'm not sure whether just use numbers, digit that you are comfortable with, especially if you are in different countries. So if maybe the maximum numbers of your cell phone numbers it's 9, you'll just do maybe 10 or 11. It depends on the format that you use. So make sure that this is the maximum number, so everyone can enter their numbers. So now, because we are not adding any column here, we don't need to add any column here. So we won't add the comma. We'll just click enter, and then we'll just close the bracket, and then tell it that we are done, and then we enter. So okay, query 0 row affected. So okay, query 0 affected. So now what we are done creating our database and setting up our database. Now it's time for us to go to Visual Studio Code and start coding. Thank you, guys. Now that our database is ready, let's write a PHP code to connect to it. So first, what we need to do is that we need to come here, and then XAMPP, and then come to our htdocs, right click, where is new, and then new folder. We create a new folder. We'll just name it CRUD. I'll just name it CRUD app. So you can name it whatever you want, and then just click open, and then you just go to your VS Code. So you just navigate to your VS Code, you open your VS Code. So let's wait for it to open. Oops. Okay. Not sure why it did take long. So now that we are on our VS Code, we need to navigate to where we've created our folder. So we'll just come and open folder, and then you navigate to see where on your XAMPP, and then htdocs. So you need to make sure that all the folders that you are creating, so they are inside this folder. This is very crucial because you cannot access it if it's outside this htdocs. So what you need to do is that we need to open this CRUD app folder that we created, and then we are on our CRUD. Then you can just close this welcome. Then you can come and create a new file. So this will be our connection to our database. We'll just name it db.php. So db stands for database, so I'll just name it db.php. Okay, creating file. It's creating file. So okay, now that we are on db, so we've created this file. We need to do this a less than sign, and then question mark, and then we write php. So this is to specify that we are writing our php, and then you can come and do enter, and then you create a variable. So on PHP, how you create a variable, you use the $, and then host name, and then equals to single quote or double quote local host. So okay, I'll just show you something. Local host, and then you close it, and then so you can see that my Visual Studio Code, it's suggesting for me. So this is basically Copilot, so GitHub Copilot. Yes, so if I can just click tab, so it will just create this variable for me, and then can just close it and just do tab. So you can, if you don't see this, don't be like, no, why is it not suggesting for you? This is just a Copilot feature from GitHub. It is paid also, so I'll just do a video maybe later on of how you can create it. So but then I'll just write password. So our password, we'll just leave it empty. Yes, because right now we don't have a password. And then now we can just use our db name. And use our db name equals to just do CRUD underscore app. So make sure that this is the database that you've created when you were doing here. So make sure that this is this name. Make sure that this is this name. So you can just select. Oh, you can just select it and then do Control-C, and then come here and then just do Control-V. Yes, so that you can paste it if you are not sure or you doubt yourself. So it's our variables. We've created our variables, so they are basically not doing anything. So we can just do $con equals to new MySQLi, and then we just add so these variables will be using these variables. So I can just hit tab, but let me just type it with you. So host, then comma, we do $user, then comma. So make sure that there's also no spelling errors. Make sure that this and this, they are equals to each other. So, and then we'll just create our password, then comma, then we can create our so you can see also here it can suggest for you, and then you can click it. And then what you can do is that you can close to show that you are done. So don't mind this error for now because we haven't used it. MySQL. Yes. Okay, now we're going to check for our connection. We're going to do if open parenthesis $con it's dash and a greater than sign. So we do connect underscore error. We are connecting error. Yes. Error. Then we close it. Space. And then I'll just do die. Connection failed. Connection failed. Then semicolons. Then we'll just come and then full stop. $con. I'm used to clicking the tab, but I just want to type with you guys. Connect underscore error. Just use it. Then make sure that you close, and then here you can just come. Just for a good practice, you can come and close it here. Now we've created our connection undefined type MySQL. This is my MySQLi. So yeah, I didn't say it's MySQLi. So now we are fine. So now what we need to do now is then now come and create also a new folder. Just click here, and then what you need to do is you'll just do CRUD. What can we name it? No, well, let's name it index so that it should be simpler. Index.php. So this is our home page. Normally I just use shift and then shift 1, and then so it's this, and then enter, and then it will create a boiler palette for us, and then we can just come title and name it CRUD application tutorial. So you can just do that, and then what we need to do is that inside our body we'll just create an h2 tag. Just create an h2 tag. What we can create user. So we are creating our user, and then enter, and then we'll just do now our form. We'll just create our form, and then action. This is the attribute that we'll be giving it. So we'll just we'll have to create this folder, create.php, and then we'll use post method. Method equals to just use post. Okay, then what happened there? Method equals to post. Okay, now that okay, then we'll create our label. Oh, I'm on capital letters, sorry, caps label. We'll just give it name. Let's use capital letters here. Name, and then it's closed. What we can need is to input type. So type, it will be text. Type, it will be text. And then I'll give it a name. Make sure that you give it a name, guys. Your input name equals to, it's for name equals to name. And then make sure that the user should insert this. So we'll just do required. Then we'll just give it a break. We'll just do a break. So break doesn't have a closing tag. I'm not sure. Oh, so I thought it's suggesting me a closing tag for break. So it's giving 2 breaks. No, we'll just use 1 break. And then what we need to do is that we can just come and normally what I just do, it's C, and then we come paste, and then this it will be our email address, and then for our we have phone number. Yes, so this will be name, then this maybe we can make it caps email, and then input type text, need to name it email. So you can also type this, so you can also type it like this, then you can do email, and then also all the fields, let's give them required. So yes, then also type, let's use email, guys. Let's use email for the type. You can use text, but let's use email. So also now we'll just delete this break at the end here. No, let's not. Okay, so for now let's delete it, and then what else? What was there? It was phone. It was phone number. So it's just to phone. Yeah, then use text here, and then can just change here to phone. So let's go and check how our application currently looks like. We'll just need to go and open our browser. What we need to do, it's local host, type it localhost // and then you'll just CRUD _app. So this is how we can check. So it is not found. Oh yeah, so you can just come here and then copy it. It's CRUD app. Yes, so this is how it currently looks like. So I think we need a break here, break here, break here. So we can add another break. Let's go see it. Okay, yeah, perfect. So add another break, and then also here we'll add, so it's phone. Now we need our button to submit. So to add the user, so we'll just create button type, type equals to submit, then we close. Oops. And then what can we do? We are adding we are just adding add user. So also we'll need these two breaks. Can just copy from there and then paste them here, before here, and then just do this. Okay, now we are having our form. Yeah, as you can see, now we are having our form. Can just we are done with our home page. So now what we need to do is to come and create this. So we can just do add, and then can just make sure that you write it exactly, create.php create. Yes, now we are working with this create, and then just going to less than sign, question mark, PHP, enter, and then include. So now we are including our database file. So I'll just hit tab, type this. So this, we are saying include, come and include this. So every time this file will be read, it will start by reading this file first for our connection. So we did it separate so that we should not always just be writing the same line of code while like connecting. So we're just going to do if $_ server square bracket single quote capital letters capital letters request, our request method no, just wanted a single quote, then close square parenthesis, then equals to single quote, and then post equals to post, then close bracket, space, open curly braces, and then $, name. Now I can stop. So let's create $ name equals to $_ post. I'll just do tab. So you can see $ post. So mine is suggesting for me. So just type this out. So we have also phone. So okay, now let's write our connection. So SQL. So this, we are telling it now we are inserting these variables. So this name, you are using this, and then this email, it's taking this email, and then this phone, it's taking this phone. So the variable, you can create anything, you just need to make sure that it's something that you will remember also in a long run, that what were you storing there. So now let's use the insert into, and then our table name, it's users. Remember that it's users, so insert into users. Just give it a I forgot. Then it will come and close here our double bracket. So SQL insert into users. So we are saying insert this data into this table that we've created, users, and then on this column, so we are inserting on name, email, and phone. Those these columns that we've created here. So we are inserting into these columns that we've created, but we are not inserting into this because it auto increments itself. So it will count from 1 to 3 automatically. So this, and then we'll just do if open bracket $, yeah, if $ connection is our query, if $ is our query, and then SQL equals to true. I think this is right. So if $, if our SQL query is true, then echo. So now it's like print, if you know print. So we will just show this new record created successfully if this is true. So if this is correct, everything is fine, so it will just print this and insert this will be inserted successfully. Or if it's not inserted successfully, it will just print error and then give us the SQL error. So that's what's happening. So you can just enter this. So this is what we've done. Now that we have created our create, so let's go check if it works. So it's just going to come here, refresh, and then just do 440, and then here 440 dev hub, can use any name, and then 440 dev hub at gmail.com, then phone number, I'll just use this, and then we'll just click add user, undefined variable var online 5 trying to access array offset offline online 5. So let's now go check what's causing this error. So it's on create.php line 5. So our created PHP line 5, what is the problem here? Let me just analyze this. If $ server is, oh yeah, server, yeah, so excuse me for my spelling. So if $ server, let's go check, can just do back. So this, you see the importance of testing. So new record successfully created. So now we can just refresh. Okay, it will want to insert. So let's click back, then can refresh from here. So now we want to see exactly where our where that data did we insert that data. So what we need to do, let's go back to our index. So let's go back to our index file. So on our index file, let's create so we'll just also use h2 h2 okay, users tab yes okay, wow, okay, let me just control h2. So I'll just do all users. So this is where we'll see all users. CAI, coding with AI gives you a problem. So we'll just create table. Let me just type with you. We'll just create table, and then just give it what, border, and then equals to let's just say 1, then close it, and then why is it red? Why is it giving me that it's red? Table border 1. I'm not sure why it's saying border. It's my spelling for border correct? Yes. Okay, so let's go. Okay, but we'll just create a table row, then enter, and then inside our table row we'll just have our table header, and then our table header will have ID. Let's go see if we are on the right path. Yes, we are on the right path. So I'll just have our table header, table header name, table header email, table header phone, and then table header actions. So let's go see how it's looking. Okay, name, email. So we'll just create a style. After here we'll just create style for this so that you can see everything properly. So the first row, now what we need to do is that we will need to create a PHP to call our PHP here, and then let's close it here. So come inside this. So let's do inside this, let's include our database. Let's include our database. Yes, so after including our database, we're gonna write an SQL query to call that. Assign SQL equals to select from users. So we are selecting from users. So if you can just come see maybe the changes, see nothing changes yet. So then we give out results. So this will just show result, and then equals to yes, connection query. Yes, if we've connected our SQL. So now that's where we decide what do we do if this is correct. So if I'll just type this $sign result. So if result is okay, number of rows, if result is number of rows, it's greater than 0. Yeah, we can do that. If number of rows is equals to, it's greater. So now we're saying if we get result and then the rows it's 1 and above. So now inside this, if we're telling it what it should do, while $row, while $row equals to result fetch a sock. Yes, we'll just do, so let me just type it, result row equal to result fetch a sock, open and close. Okay, closed also for this one, and then just do this, and then we will echo. So we'll just do this, but now because it's inside a PHP, so we'll just tell it to echo. I'll just do this. So we'll echo table row. So we are echoing this, and then inside this table row that we just opened it here and then we closed it, inside we just inside our table data. So just inside table data, $row. So what we got here, so we're just going to insert the ID of it, and then yes, all that, and then that's it, and then else, yeah, so we can do what else echo table row. So we'll just echo one table row, and then inside that we'll just give it table data node, no data found. So let's go look at it, but we haven't closed. Yeah, I haven't closed my connection. So why is this undefined constant variable? Oh, I didn't insert $sign. Make sure that you have that $sign there, and then let's close the connection. $sign con. Guys, I'm just using my Copilot because just also trying to not to make this video long, so I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. So what we need to do is let's refresh. So undefined variable, so no data found. Undefined variable $sign results. Yes, we did. We selected results instead of result. Yeah, so make sure that this and this it's the same thing. So yes, so now you remember that. So now you should be able to see this. Now you should be able to see this, and then edit and delete should not be working for now. So before we go further, let's go and start. So you see ID, it's 1 automatically. So let's do another 440 dev hub 2. Then let's use 440 devhub at gmail.com, 440 devhub2 at gmail.com. I'll just use the same number. Okay, for the sake of visual, let's not use, and then let's use my yeah, let's use my name, and then 440 devhub, let's use yeah, and then add user. New record created successfully. Let's go back, let's refresh, then we can see number 2, we have this. So our create, it's now working, but let's go style it because this it's definitely not what we need. So we're just going to come here on our header, and then okay, let's create the file first. Let's come here and then style.css, and then here on our index we just do the link relationship style sheet style.css. Yeah, so this is you are specifying the relationship, and then href you are linking the style. So if you want to see that it's the actual file linked, normally I just click control and then come stand on it. So here it's not working. What we just need to do is to come here on this, and then what you need to do, let's give what I just call this it's my Copilot. So let's do body. Let's give our body a style, and then we can just do background color. Inside the background color of, yes, I'll just use aqua because we just want to see if it's linked. So we can see that now our style it's linked. So what we can do is that now let me choose a font. So this is font family, it's which font you want to do. So I'll just choose Arial, Helvetica, and Sans Serif. So if somehow it fails to load Arial, it will fall to this, and if it falls to load Helvetica, it will load Sans Serif. So, and then we can give a background. Yes, let's give it a background of white, and then color. So we need color hashtag 333. Let's use, and then margin, let's give it a 0, And then what we can add, it's padding. Padding, I need at least 20 pixels. 20 pixels. So let's go see what happened. Okay, so you can see that here's the color and everything that changed. So now let's style on our H1s. H1, we need that our H1, which is H2, let's use H2, our H2. And then what we need on our H2, it's text align, and then we'll center the text, and then we give it a color of hashtag for CAF50. So I'll just give it this color. Then let's see. Okay, so you can see that our H2 are all centered, and then the color is 2. So this space here, this space you can see is the padding space. So okay, I'm happy with this so far because we just did. So now let's continue and style our form. Our form. So here on the color, you can just decide to just do red. It will still work, or any color that you know. So you can, any color that you know, it will still work. So you can just come form, and then I will just give our form a background color also of what can you give it, white, and then padding. So we'll just use padding also 20 pixels. Yeah, let's give it a padding of 20 pixels. And margin, now let's use margin. Let's use a shorthand for margin. Margin, what can I do? I'll just give it a 0 and auto. Let's go see how it looks like so far. Okay, so we can see now it's starting to look better, the form. So give it a margin auto, and then let's give it a box shadow. Let's give it a box shadow. Going to say 0 0 and then 10 pixels. 10 pixels RGB. So we give it an RGB. Then we'll say 0 0. Okay, let me just do. Yes, and then transparency. I think transparency is fine. And then maximum width, the width that it can grow up to, what can it be? Let me try 400 pixels. So this is also a try and error. You can change as much. Yeah, so you can see now this. So 400 pixels, and then let's give it a border radius. Border radius, we can just try to give them a little bit round. So let's go and see what's happening. Yes, you can see they are a little bit rounded, our corners. So what is it that we need to style again? It's the inputs of the form. So form, okay, input, form input, and then that input, if that form input, the type, if the type is equals to text, is equals to text. So what did I do wrong? Form input type equals to text. Okay, the type equals to text, and then I'll just say comma, and then copy this. Just did Control C, guys, and then I'll just use waste copy, enter. Oh, okay, so I can just use tab, but so you can just come and then paste, and then you change here to email. So yes, you change to, no, let's not, should we? Yeah, so let's use text and email. No, let me use text and submit. So it gave me an automatic width. It gave me width of 100, padding of 10 pixels, and then margin I'll just need 10 pixels. No, it just need 10 pixels, and then 0, and then display, it gave me, I don't need display. I don't think I'll need this display. So what I will need, it's a border. Yes, I'll need a border of 1 pixel solid. Yes, and then a border radius also of 4 pixels. And then box sizing of a border box. Let's go see. Okay, so now we've styled for email, for name, and okay, let's also add the email. So I'll just do Control C, just let me see, then enter Control V, and then change here and say email. So that's what we can do. Let's see. Okay, so now we can see here that okay, I saw that. Yeah, so this submit, it's not also an input. Didn't use this this AI. Yeah, so now let's use the form. I'll just do tap, so you can just wait for me, and then let me confirm which one, what I need, what I don't need. Okay, so it's not, so form background color, why didn't it do, no, it's not that, it's a button. Yes, so that's why there was no change. So okay, I think I am fine with everything. Let me see that there is no redundant code here. So what if, yes, so I think AI did exactly what I would want. We have a cursor, a pointer. So let's see when we go to add. Yes, so yeah, we have the cursor that points. So yeah, I think I'll be happy with this. And then let's move, so you can enter this, and then let's move to the table. Let's move table. So this, we are styling. Now what we are styling is that we are styling this. Okay, let's go. So table, then width, give it a width of 100 percentage. Border collapse, okay. Margin top, no, I don't like using, I like using the shorthand for margin, so I'll just give it 20 pixels, and then 0, and then I'll just give it a box shadow. Box shadow will be 0. Let's give it a 0, 0, 10. Okay, we'll just adjust 0, 0, 10 pixel RGBA. Yes, RGBA. Also here we forgot to do RGBA because we have this opacity here. So our RGBA will be that. So let's go check our table. All right, so now our table, it's here. I don't think I like this. Let's do 50%. Okay, so 50% is giving us that. No, 50, yeah, it's 5%. And then margin 20%, and auto, let's decrease it to 30. Let's see how it is. So you can say yes, I think I'll be happy with the size, or do I need to take it to that size, which is 20 pixels? What did I give this? Max width. Okay, so max width of, so let me also just give it a max width, yeah, of max width of 400 px, so that, yeah, I think it's squeezed. Okay, so let's work on the other, and we'll just see how it goes. So let's work with table comma, we need the table head and the table data, and then just need, from them we need to make them the border 1 pixel solid. Let it be a little bit different. Okay, and then we'll just come and then do table head and table data. Padding, let's use 12 pixels, and then text align, it's fine, text align. Table header, we'll just give it a background color, yes, a green background color and white. Let's go see. Okay, yes, I think I'm starting to like it. So as you can see how it's coming along. And then after, from table header, I will just do tr length, yes, and then background color, the child. Okay, after I will just style all our anchor tag. Text decoration is none, and then the color, okay, okay, yeah, it's fine. Then can just, think I'll just need to increase our, yes, I think I'll just need to increase our table a little bit. Table 450, 600. Yeah, I think this will be fine. This will be perfect for me. So yeah, I think this will be perfect for me. And then now we've styled our anchor. So what do we want to do when we hover? Yes, we will just underline. Yes, it's fine. So when we come to this text, we want it to be underlined. So let's see. Yes, it's now underlined. You can use text with hover. You can also add maybe color, color, and say any color. So I'm just showing you, I don't actually need it. Then you see it changes the color of the text, but I won't need it. So now let's style our container. Is it container? Did I mention container? No, I think on this one I didn't include it container. Yeah, I didn't include here our container didn't include the container. Normally it's the main. So I coded this first so that to make sure that everything works and I don't just have a lot of errors, guys. So as you can see, let's see. So let's just use random thing test, then let's use any numbers, add new record added successfully. So now we are fully confident with our create. So now let's go to update. So what we need to do here is that we're going to create edit.php, going to create edit.php file, and then inside that edit.php file, what we need to create our PHP, and then we'll include the database. We'll just call the database, and then we just create our variable. So id equals to get id, yes, because we're going to get our id, and then we do create an SQL variable, SQL select from users where id equals to this id. Okay, where id equals to this id. Okay, it's fine here, and then we give the result. Okay, it's already created the result for me. Don't need that indentation. Why is it indenting like that? Okay, so our result, now we're going to need to display the rows. I think we'll need to display the row. So row equals to result fetch assoc. Yes, yes, and then we close our PHP. Then now we can create our SQL. We'll just call a form with action update.php, update.php, and then also we'll use the method post, then we close our form. Then inside our form we'll just give an input, and then the type will be hidden. Let's use hidden. We don't want to show it. We'll use hidden. We'll give it a name of that id. We are giving it id, so this will be this, and then we'll need a value also. We'll need a value on it, value. So this is a default value that we are getting. So the value, it should give us PHP script, and then we'll echo let's echo the row, with id, with id, and then we can close this, and then can close our PHP, just give it a space so that everything can be clear. Okay. And then what we need to do is now to bring back the label for name. So now we're going to edit our name. So echo, so the value will just be the name that will be there, and then also label for email. So email will also be the same thing, type email. So the difference with this form from where is that, from this form, is the value. Now we are giving it a value. Yes, we are giving it a value. So by default, you'll see what I mean. What's that value for? So what we need, also phone. So we need phone, and then we need the update button. So I'll just create button, submit, update user. Okay, update user. Yeah, so this will be our edit.php. Let's see something. Edit.php. So let's go first, and then let's create the update.php file. Created update.php, and then now what we need to do is that we need to create this, and then we include, as we always include, our database connection. After including our database connection, if $_ server, let me not misspell the server like I did before, server, it's equals to request. So now I'll just use like one line, the tab like one line if it's suggesting one line, but I cannot just skip all this and expect you to catch up with me. I know you can just pause the video, but let's just go together so that I should not be far away from you. So I'm so sorry. And then method, if the method equals to post, and then curly braces, we'll just, it's fine, $ID, caps. I forgot to remove the $ID. Yes, so we'll just use this ID. We'll just take the ID, $name. We'll use the name also, $email. It's fine. And then now it needs to give us the phone. Then from there we will need to add our SQL, and then $, it gave me, okay, $update users set name dot this name, then email this email, then phone, and then phone, where this ID equals to this ID that we are passing here. So because we do not actually have our ID on our form, so that's why we'll just use it as, we'll just name that ID on the column, and then we'll use the ID that we've collected here from our row. This ID, will use this ID. So then now we just run if connection, if connection is true, if connection is true, query, there has to be query. If connection query, I need a SQL, and then caps true, and there's something that I did wrong. Is there something that I did wrong? I feel like There's something that I did wrong here. Okay, I'll just verify right now. Why is it giving me if connection is conquery SQL? Why did I use 2? Yes, so that's where I did wrong. And then echo update echo, we'll just use user updated successfully. User updated, okay, suggested that for me. And then else we'll just print our error. And then here we can come and close our connection. Then we can come and close also our PHP here. So now let's see. Let's go and see if we are going to get an error edit. So there's something wrong that we did that's not showing. So let's go check what is it. I think I know is that we are going to this update, not the edit. I think I now know the issue here. So we just need to locate here and then yeah, so go here. It should be line 44 if you did everything like me. So you just go and fix the edit.php. Think this well, that's our fix. Back, refresh, and then edit. Yes, this is what we need. And then now we just come here, we'll just copy the style, just do copy, where is that? Edit, right? Yeah, so also here we have an issue. We didn't create an HTML structure, but we can just do this. So no, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it. So but you should create an HTML structure and then this will be on your head. So let's just an example, guys, just a tutorial. So just create everything like this. Just create this. You can just create this. Let me just do it. Just come copy. Nah, I won't do it. I won't copy. Yeah, just do that and then refresh here and then everything should be like this. So now let's see if we can actually update who for the dev hub. So let's change this email. It comes, so this value, remember that value that I was talking about. So this value, if we can remove it, so if we can remove this value, you won't see that we have removed for name. You will see that this name should disappear. So this value is to show that what are you editing actually. So let's use our name. Let's use the best coders, and then let's just remove this dev hub, and then let's just use number that we can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Then update user updated successfully. So we can just come and delete this and then enter, and then we can see now we have what, the best coders, the name has changed, and then all. So now we've created what, our edit. Now we've managed to successfully create our, so we've created create, read, edit, update, because this it's editing, so you are able to edit here, and then you are able to update everything here. And then now let's go and create a delete, so that now we can be able to delete this. we just need to come here and then do the delete.php file. Then now it's fine. What we need, so this we're not going to need a lot, so we're just going to say php, we enter, we include our database, and then $id equals to, we'll just get our $, get the id. Let's get the id, and then create an SQL to delete SQL, delete from users where id equals to this id, the one that we selected, and then we just create this. I'll just skip this because we've already, you know how to create this. So now here the difference is that once we've deleted, we go to this location index.php, else this, and then what do we need to do is to close our connection and then close our PHP, and then I think now we should be done if we don't get any errors. So now let's delete the best coders. So delete. So it's successfully, we managed to successfully delete the best coders, and then we can delete, we can also delete, and then now we see if there is no one on our database, it will just give us no data found. We can just add another thing. I just want to show you with the id, it keeps on incrementing no matter what, if you delete the users, and it should stay like that so that no users have the same id. And then let's say please subscribe, and then yes, please subscribe guys to my YouTube channel, to my YouTube channel at gmail.com, then we'll just use this random numbers, and then we'll add users, new record added successfully. So we can just do this, and then here you see the id, it's 4 guys. So that's it, we are done guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video if you find it helpful. And if you have any question, please say it on the comments guys, and then I will try by all means to attend everyone's comment. Have a great day, have a great night, have a great morning.